So here's what happened. I spent 8 weeks building a philosophical case, laid it perfectly, critiqued religion, questioned materialism, dismantled certainty. People loved it, comments rolling in, everyone nodding along. Then came the finale, episode 8, the answer you're not ready for. And suddenly, crickets. Turns out people love questions, but absolutely hate answers. Especially when the answer points somewhere specific, somewhere they didn't expect, somewhere that requires something from them. The finale has the least views of the entire series, which is hilarious in itself. Also perfectly predictable. Let me be clear about what just happened. I didn't lose my audience because I made bad content. I lost them because I made clarity. And clarity costs. When you're vague, everyone can project their own truth onto your canvas. You become a mirror. They see themselves and call it profound. The moment you point in a specific direction, the moment you say this is the way, not that way, people scatter like you've just announced you've started a cult. I criticized religion in those episodes, criticized people who use the Bible as a weapon. And everyone cheered, yeah, finally, someone gets it. And then I said, there's still a way. A person, a relationship that transcends the institutions that corrupt it. And suddenly, I am the problem. Here's what I learned. People don't want freedom from systems. They want permission to build their own. They don't want truth. They want validation for what they already believe. I watch the unfollows happen in real time. Watch people who've been commenting on every episode vanish. And I get it, I do. Because I didn't stay in the lane they assigned me. I was supposed to be the guy asking interesting questions, the mysterious artist, the philosophical musician that made people feel smart without making them feel uncomfortable. Instead, I pointed at something. And that's unforgivable in a world where the highest virtue is keeping your options open. People keep asking me why I didn't just say the name outright. Why I danced around it, why I didn't make it explicit. Here's why. I don't debate. I don't defend. I don't perform for people who want to dissect faith like it's a biology assignment. If you need qualifications, I'm not your source. If you need someone to argue with about scripture, find a theologian. If you want to test my conviction, you misunderstood the entire point. I shared a way, my way, the way I've survived for over 40 years, the way I've seen impossible things happen, the way that requires vulnerability and obedience to something beyond yourself. If that resonates, you know what to do. If it doesn't, fair enough. But I will never say the name for people whose intent is to pick it apart. If you want truth, seek it yourself. I've given you the option. What you do with it is between you and what you're actually seeking. So here's what happens next. I go back to making music. I focus on my family. I stay in my lane as the world prefers these days. Don't be too loud. Don't point too clearly. Don't make people uncomfortable with conviction. Just entertain. Just ask safe questions. Just be the artist who makes people feel something, not requiring them to do anything about it. And maybe that's fine. Maybe I'm not a guru. I never wanted to be. Maybe I'm just a musician who asks questions and shared where they led. Maybe 8 episodes was exactly enough. Maybe the whole point was to plant a seed in the back, not to convert anyone, not to build a following around this, just to create confusion in those who are too certain, curiosity in those who think they've got it figured out. Mission accomplished, I suppose. The space between answers is done. What comes next is different. Less philosophy, more music, less searching, more creating, less monologues about consciousness and truth, more songs about being human in a world doesn't make sense. But if you watched all 8 episodes and you're still here, if you made it through the whole thing and something in you shifted, you know where to find what you're actually looking for. And it isn't me.